Alright folks, buckle up because what I'm about to drop on you is straight up nuclear. Picture this. A single rumor, one leaked whisper from the front offices, and suddenly the entire MLB landscape is on fire. Brendan Donovan, the Cardinals' golden boy, the utility wizard who's been quietly owning the league, potentially heading to the Dodgers? Oh, it's not just a trade rumor, it's a powder keg of controversy that's got fans rioting, execs scrambling, and the whole league questioning if this is genius or outright sabotage. If this goes down, it could redefine power in baseball forever. But hold on, is this even real or is it just another smokescreen in the Dodgers' master plan? Let's dive in because this is bigger than you think. And trust me, we're not stopping until we've peeled back every layer of this onion. The stats, the scandals, the secrets that could shatter dynasties. Let's break this down step by step because if you're a baseball fan, you know rumors like this don't just pop up, they explode. First off, the hook. Sources are buzzing that the Dodgers have made a serious pitch for Brendan Donovan, the Cardinals' versatile infielder who's been a revelation. But here's the crazy part, it's not just any offer. Word is, LA's dangling just one prospect in return. One. And not even a blue-chip stud but a solid bet, a guy with upside. Now, why is everyone losing their minds? Because this isn't just player movement, it's a seismic shift that screams rebuild versus dynasty, and has the Cardinals fanbase ready to burn St. Louis to the ground. Imagine the outrage, Cardinals fans who've bled red for decades, watching their team hand over a homegrown hero to the enemy. And Dodgers fans? They're drooling but even they're asking, is this the cheat code we've been waiting for or just another tease? People are furious and rightfully so. The situation set up is this. The Cardinals are deep in rebuild mode, right? They've already shipped out stars like Nolan Arenado, Wilson Contreras, and Sonny Gray to stockpile prospects and reset. Donovan's a controllable all-star, 28 years old, under team control through 2027, with a reasonable salary that won't break the bank. He's the kind of guy you build around, not trade away for pennies. But the Dodgers? They're in the middle of a three-peat window, loaded with talent, and apparently sniffing around for that final piece of certainty. The public reaction? Outrage. Cardinals fans are calling it a betrayal, accusing their front office of handing the keys to the kingdom to their biggest rivals. Dodgers fans are salivating but even they're whispering, is this too easy? Media's blowing up with headlines like, Dodgers poaching Cardinals' secret weapon? And executives? Oh, you bet they're sweating, because if this leaks, it's front office chaos. I mean, can you imagine the phone calls? Cardinals GM Mike Gersh on the line with Friedman, negotiating in secret while the world watches. Is this the moment St. Louis caves, or do they hold firm? The stakes are insane, one wrong move and careers are made or broken. Here's the crazy part, folks, why now? Why Donovan? And why would the Cardinals even entertain this? Let's get into the player and team backgrounds to unpack it. We're talking deep cuts here, the kind of intel that separates the casual fans from the diehards. Brendan Donovan, let's talk about this guy. He's not your flashy superstar. He's the grinder, the utility man who can play third, short, second, even outfield if you ask him. Drafted in the 21st round back in 2018, he busted onto the scene in 2022 with a .278 average, 8 homers, and that glove, oh man, that glove. He's gold glove caliber, turning routine plays into highlight reels. But dig deeper, his story is the American dream. From undrafted obscurity to all-star snubs, he should have been in 2023, folks, robbed. Donovan's the epitome of hustle. Cardinals' background? They're a franchise in flux. After years of contention, they're pivoting to youth, trading veterans for prospects like Tommy Edman, wait, more on him later, and building a farm system that's starting to shine. But Donovan's their rock, reliable, clutch, and the kind of leader who keeps the clubhouse sane during a rebuild. Remember his walk-off in 2023? That was Donovan magic, pure and simple. Now the Dodgers? Andrew Friedman and his crew are geniuses, right? They've assembled a juggernaut. Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Shohei Ohtani, the list goes on. But their infield depth? It's got holes. Gavin Lux is solid but inconsistent. Miguel Rojas is aging. And with injuries always lurking, they need a Swiss Army knife like Donovan to plug gaps without missing a beat. Friedman's history? He loves versatile high IQ guys who fit the culture. Donovan's that, no drama, just production. But here's where it gets conspiratorial. Is this part of a bigger plan? The Dodgers have been accused of manipulating the market before, like that blockbuster with the Red Sox. Are they using their war chest to poach from rebuilding teams, widening the gap while others scramble? And let's not forget the whispers. Is Friedman in bed with scouts leaking intel to make this happen? Conspiracy theorists are going wild, pointing to how LA always seems one step ahead. Is Donovan the missing link in their dynasty, or just a distraction from their own cracks? I mean, come on, why would the Cardinals make this easy for LA? They're already under fire for deals that helped rivals. Sending Donovan west would be like giving the Dodgers a loaded gun in a knife fight. Unless the offer is so insane it forces their hand. But sources say it's not. So, conspiracy alert. Is Friedman testing the waters knowing St. Louis won't bite, just to distract from their own weaknesses? Or is this a signal to free agency sharks that LA's still hungry? What if this is a setup for something bigger, like a three-way deal involving the Padres or Giants? The possibilities are endless, and that's what makes this so thrilling and terrifying. Comparisons? Oh, we've got him and they're stacking up like dominoes. Remember when the Cardinals traded Adam Wainwright to the Braves? That was a rebuild gut punch, but they got prospects back. Or the Dodgers' own history. They fleeced the Marlins for Giancarlo Stanton in 2017, turning a rental into a cornerstone. But Donovan? Trading an all-star for one prospect? That's not Cardinals' MO. They're like the Rays, they demand volume. When they dealt Arenado to the Rockies, they got Nolan Jones, Austin Gomber, and more. Here, one guy. It's insulting. And Dodgers' behavior? Friedman's been ruthless, like trading for Ohtani while others watched. This fits their by certainty playbook, but it screams imbalance. Rhetorical question. Is this the league allowing dynasties to feast on the weak, or is it just smart business? Look at the Astros. They built their empire on sign-stealing scandals and trades. Is LA next? Fans are drawing parallels and it's ugly. What if this sets a precedent for more poaching, turning MLB into a free-for-all? Now let's analyze the roster fit, because this is where the rubber meets the road. We're not just talking hypotheticals. This could reshape lineups for years. Roster fit for the Dodgers? Spot on. Their infield needs a steady hand. Tommy Edman. Yeah, they got him in that Arenado deal. Is reliable but injury-prone. Like him. Promising, but his production track record? Spotty. Donovan slots in everywhere, gives them lineup protection, and with their pitching staff he could hit .300 plus in Chavez Ravine. Salary dynamics? Donovan's at $3.5 million this year, controllable, peanuts for LA's budget. For the Cardinals? Disaster. They're rebuilding and Donovan's their only consistent bat. Replacing him? They'd have to promote from within like Lars Nootbaar or Paul Goldschmidt, but that's a drop-off. Depth chart chaos. They'd be thin, vulnerable. Development concerns? LA turns prospects into stars. St. Louis might not. This trade imbalances everything. Dodgers get stronger, Cardinals weaker. It's strategic manipulation at its finest. Imagine the Dodgers lineup. Betts, Ohtani, Freeman, and now Donovan anchoring the middle. Untouchable. But for St. Louis, it's a rebuild setback. They'd be relying on kids like Masin Win who might not be ready. Salary-wise, Donovan's deal is a bargain. Trading him cheap could haunt them. What if this forces the Cardinals to overpay in free agency later? The dominoes keep falling. Scouting time. Donovan's strengths. Versatility is king. He played 150-plus games last year, slashing .278/.342/.406 with 8 HR and 1.5 WAR. That bat? Contact-heavy, high OBP, great against lefties. Weaknesses? Power's not elite, he's not crushing 30 bombs. Projections? In LA with better lineup protection he could hit .290 with 15 HR. But scouts say his defense is elite, 4.5 UZR last season. For the Dodgers he's a 2 to 3 WAR upgrade. Cardinals lose that and their rebuild stalls. Stats don't lie. Teams with versatile infielders win more. Look at the Astros. Scouts rave about his baseball IQ. He anticipates plays like a chess master. But in a hitter's park like Dodger Stadium, his power could pop. Weakness alert, he's not a base stealer, so LA might need to adjust. Overall, this is a scouting slam dunk for the Dodgers but a scouting nightmare for the Cardinals. Experts are split. Some say Donovan thrives in LA's pressure cooker. Others warn of adjustment issues. What do the numbers say? His xWOBA is elite at .330. That's superstar territory. League-wide? Rivals are losing their minds. Padres fans, Dodgers cheating again. Giants execs, this widens the gap. Astros? They're smirking knowing they did similar. Fans everywhere are outraged, Twitter's on fire with #Don'tTradeDonovan. Media's calling it unfair advantage. What? Because if this happens, the Dodgers become unstoppable, and the wild card race turns into a coronation. Imagine the Padres' frustration. They've been chasing LA for years. Or the Mets, who might see this as a signal to go all in. Reactions are pouring in. ESPN analysts are debating it live, with some calling it inevitable and others disgusting. Fan forums are ablaze. Cardinals supporters are organizing boycotts, while Dodgers diehards are photoshopping Donovan in World Series parades. Executives are mum, but you know they're watching. Is this the spark for a league investigation into competitive balance? The outrage is real and it's only growing. Big picture implications? For the season, Dodgers lock in another title. Free agency, stars flock to LA, knowing they can win now. League balance? Debt. Competitive imbalance alert, small markets starve while LA hoards talent. This could force rule changes like a salary cap. Think about it. If Donovan goes, the NL West becomes a joke. Other teams might tank harder, leading to more trades like this. Free agency? Players like Juan Soto might say, why bother with anyone else? And the league? Commissioner Rob Manfred could face pressure to intervene. Is this the end of parity, or just another chapter in baseball's rich history of haves versus have-nots? The questions are endless and they're keeping me up at night. So, what's the verdict? Will Friedman pull the trigger, or is this just media hype? Is this conspiracy real or genius? The question hangs. Does baseball allow dynasties to devour the rest? What do you think? Should the Cardinals trade Donovan? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more MLB bombshells. Tag a friend, share this if you're outraged, and let's debate. Is this the trade that breaks the game? This could change everything. Stay tuned, because in baseball, nothing's ever as it seems. And remember, vote in the poll, yes or no. Your voice